Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 23 of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition. It is getting very interesting. We confronted the demon of Castle Redcliffe last episode, and it turns out that it's Lady Isolde's son, Connor. Well, a demon has possessed him. And this episode we have to, well, first of all, we have to loot some stuff. Let's check this vanity.
Very well.
Ash Warrior Axe, +2 attack, Grey Iron tier 2. Pretty interesting there. I will check that out in a little more detail in a second. Let's go to the cabinet. Unlock, nice. Ooh, an injury kit and a small silver ring, a thin silver band set with a single gemstone. And a chest here. Unlocked. It's just a longbow. Alright, the Ash Warrior Axe. Could possibly Leliana use that? It's more damage but less crit chance. Yeah, no, she's using Thorn of the Dead Gods. Okay. And her second set, she could go ahead and put on a longbow with fire arrows. She's got studded leather boots that are cured already. More Pain of the Tempest. We should get rid of some stuff because we're overloaded. I guess I could use an injury kit immediately. Okay, Alistair is playing with a concussion. Morgan with a cracked skull. Leliana with a cracked skull. Penalty to cunning. We'll save that lesser injury kit for something really debilitating. Let's see. Could give a few gifts here. I could give Alistair's mother's amulet. Let's go ahead and quick save first and then give him that. That should really raise his like of me.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
Found it in Redcliffe Castle in the study.
Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Perhaps you mean more to him than you think.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
You're a friend. Of course I remembered.
I don't know what to say. I'm honored. Thanks again.
New ability, Major Constitution. Cool. Alright, yeah, I remembered. F5, let's go ahead and level up Morgan. Let's see what she gets. She gets a skill and a spell. Interesting indeed. And some points here. Let's go magic, willpower, for more casting ability. She could get 3rd level herbalism. She could get 1st level survival. Or 3rd level combat training. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spell casting. Third tier potions, poultices, and salves. Probably would go with herbalism, but let's look here. Requires level 10. Primal, she can get Cone of Cold. Shock. Damaging all targets in the area, that's pretty cool. Creation, she can get Heal, which we might want to grab. Force Field, Affliction Hex, Weakness, Death Magic. Wow, Sleep is very powerful, requires 30 magic. You know what, I might go ahead in the Creation skill. Or in the Creation School. And go ahead and get Heal. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get Heal. Give her a little creation magic.
I am here.
And we can basically, oh, I see. Interesting. We can give her a tactic. Attacking Morgan, Horror. That's a good one. Winter's Grasp. Enemy attacking Alistair, Mind Blast. How about enemy clustered? With at least 2 allies. Go ahead and cast Mind Blast. Enemy attacking Alistair, Winter's Grasp. Enemy attacking Morgan, Horror, and we'll just have to heal. By, you know what? Ally health. Less than 25%. Go ahead and use ability heal. That should work out. Alright, so let's try that. It's F5 and let's continue. We got everything in here. That goes to the 2nd floor. Where do we have to go? Courtyard, 2nd floor. Been in here, been in here. I guess we're heading to the 2nd floor? Or no, we have to go make a decision on what we're going to do. I guess we should just head up to the 2nd floor and see what's going on. This is the way down, right? Main floor. Bookshelf and a vanity. Bookshelf. The Guerins of Ferelden, a genealogical history. This book traces the line of our Eamon back to the time of the Alamari clans. Doesn't seem to have been read much. Maybe I can give that to Alistair. Vanity. Ooh, lesser injury kit. They know what to give out. Oh.
Battle it is then.
Oh, jeez. There's a lot of them. Ooh, I hit all 3.
I try to be merciful.
A little help. Morgan, Alistair, Liliana. Dang, everybody's taking a beating. Fight that one and cast, actually cast Mind Blast. That's what I wanted to do in her tactics that I didn't have. Enemy clustered with the, oh, that's not going to do it. Guess it has to be clustered. Status. Yeah. I guess it has to be clustered with at least 2 allies. Now let's see what we can do here. In time, I will go ahead and attack this one, I guess.
Defend yourself!
Dual weapon sweep. Am I going to get a heal in time? No.
That does not look good. You cannot win!
All right.
Wow, okay, we have to load. Alright, we should see Sir Perth's opinion as well in this. Grab the genealogy. Grab the injury kit. Oh, now it's a lesser health poultice. I think the injury kit would have been better.
These things can have unusual
Let's grab everybody and come back
powers.
here.
Be wary.
Yeah, let's not get in to
Very
a
well.
two-sided fight here. Let's get rid of these ones. Come on, dang. Oh, that was so hard to kill. Alright,
I shall do.
okay, Leon is getting in a better position. Morgan, go ahead and cast Mind Blast. Yep,
Don't give them
cast it.
the advantage.
There we go. Go ahead and kill this one, maybe. Down goes one. Dang, I just went down. Oof.
You will not!
Guess I just have to... Oh, there's so many more left.
Ready me! Be careful!
Wow. We've got to be more tactical. That's just the name of the game. Dragon
As you
Age
say.
Tactical Combat.
It is begun.
I don't know if I should be on the second floor is the thing. I should probably head to the mages. Alright, let's all come in here.
Let them overwhelm us.
Alright. Start fighting.
Very well.
Alistair, come right here. Dang, we didn't get there in time.
Who's they? It is begun.
Okay,
I tried to be merciful!
Don't give them the advantage.
Okay, killed another one. Let's kill this one. Dang, use a health poultice. That one goes down. Let me reposition. Backstab that one. Alistair, you're good. Liliana, come here.
Yes!
Okay, backstab that one.
Cannot.
Use a mind blast.
The pain.
Use a mind blast, Morrigan. Mind blast. I'll drink it. I'll run over here. Too late, I fell.
Oh no! It overcomes me.
Use more mana. Lightning. Resisted.
I need healing.
Hang in there. I'll take an injury, I guess. Morgan, go ahead and heal. Liliana.
Cannot continue
Nice. Liliana, please don't go down.
Another battle I see.
Let Alistair handle it.
I need healing. I cannot continue like this.
I know. I went down, unfortunately, but
I need healing.
I'm gonna have to just take another injury. Crack skull, penalty to cunning. That hurts. Lesser health poultice. Give me an injury kit. A greenstone. Dang, shambling corpses, bro. Rough and tumble. Maybe I shouldn't be here on the second floor. Oof. Come here at least.
I shall do it.
Alistair, hold the... No, Liliana, come back here. Morgan, come back here. Matthew, come back here. Alistair, come right here. And hold your position. Fighting that one. And you three, fight that one too.
Come and get it.
Matthew, do a 1. Wow, did a lot of damage there. Can't really see what's going on here. It's a... Back up and let Alistair hold the position. And fight in here. Just grasp. Okay, one's gotten through. Alistair's still holding his own out there. Mind blast. She says mind blast. Why isn't she using it? Drink a potion. Drink a potion.
I am ready.
Shall be done.
So many attacking me.
Direct me. Let's make this.
Liliana's backstabbing a devouring corpse. Alistair and I went down. Oh my gosh. This is so wicked tough. Alright, let's try going maybe... See the map? Yeah, maybe this way.
I shall do it.
Devouring corpses.
Enough!
Run while you can.
I could use more tactics slots when they level up. That's something I should consider.
Let us end this.
The Winter's Grasp and all that works very well for tactics.
Enough.
We're done.
Lesser Elixir of Grounding and a Corpse Gall. Lifestone and a Corpse Gall. It's coming here. Got a chest maybe we can open. Yes. Injury kit. Stone dragon statuette. A small stone carving of a dragon. Let's just quick save. And in here.
Very well.
Got a chest.
I shall do it.
Scale gloves. Gonna leave them behind. And a book. Codex. Journal of the Tranquil. Alright, the Blight. The Arl of Redcliffe. Free the castle of the demon's control. Creatures. We've got a Revenant. Oh my gosh, were they wicked. An entire unit of men all slain by one creature. I didn't believe it at first, your perfection, but it appears that this is so. We have a survivor. Well, at first I thought his ranting's pure exaggeration. It appears to be no simple skeleton. The descriptions of the creature's abilities were eerily similar to those of our brothers at Marnus Pell, encountered almost a century ago. Men pulled through the air to skewer themselves on the creature's blade. An attack so quick that it was able to assault multiple opponents at once. Know your perfection. What we have here is indeed a Revenant and nothing less. From a letter to Divine Amara the 3rd, 571 Exalted. A Revenant is a corpse possessed by a demon of pride or of desire, making it amongst the most powerful possessed opponents that one can face. Many possess spells, but most are armed and armored and prefer the use of their martial talents. They are weak against physical attacks but regenerate quickly and commonly use telekinesis to pull opponents into melee range should they try to flee. Revenants also have the ability to strike multiple opponents surrounding them, stay at range if possible, and strike quickly. That is the only way to take such a creature down. Stay at range. Interesting. Maybe that's the key. Culture and history. The Orlesian Empire. There are many lords and ladies in Val Royeaux, and I mean this literally. Once, the system of noble titles in Orlais was labyrinthine. There were barons and baronet and barons and baronets and sub-barons and a horde of others, each with its own origins and its own nuances of comparison. The Orlesian aristocracy is ancient and much given to competition. All the nobility play the grand game, as it is known, whether they wish to or not. It is a game of reputation and patronage where moves are made with rumors and scandal is the chief weapon. No gentle game, this. More blood has been drawn as a result of the grand game than any war the Orlesians have fought. Of this, I'm assured by almost every gentleman here. As far as titles went, everything changed with the coming of Emperor Drakon, who established the Orlesian Empire as it exists now and who created the Chantry. There is no more venerated figure in Orlais. In Val Royeaux, the statue of Drakon stands as tall as the statue of Andraste. Just hit my bottle here. Drakon determined that the grand game was tearing Orlais apart, so he abolished all titles beside his own and lord and lady. I am told, with some twittering amusement, that this action did not end the grand game as Drakon had intended. Now the lords and ladies collected unofficial titles rather than official ones, such as the exalted patron of Tassus Clay, or uncle to the champion of Tremis. It is a headache to remember such titles, and one winces to think of the poor doormen at the balls who must rattle them off as each guest enters the room. The aristocracy is different from Ferelden in other ways as well. The Orlesians' right to rule stems directly from the Maker. There exists neither the concept of rule by merit nor the slightest notion of rebellion. If one is not noble, one aspires to be, or at the least aspires to be in the good graces of a noble, and is ever watching for a way to enter the patronage of those better placed in the grand game. And then there are the masks and the cosmetics. I have not seen so much paint since the kennels at Highever, but that is another story from Beyond the Frostbacks by Ban Tioric of West Hill 920 Dragon. 10 years ago that was written. And it is Beyond the Frostbacks to the west, Orlais. Characters, Connor Guerin. I feel like I'm sleeping, but I guess I'm not. While most of the bands and Arls of Ferelden cart their children with them to the land's meet in interest of eventually marrying them off, Connor has spent his entire life at Redcliffe, and it's hardly surprising. The child possessed the gift of magic. By law, he should have been taken to the Circle of Magi at the first sign, abdicating his claim to Redcliffe. Instead, the boy was kept out of public view and his magic hushed up with disastrous results. All mages are beacons that attract the attention of Fade spirits because of this. They are trained and tested by the Circle to ensure that they can withstand attacks from malevolent Fade creatures that seek entry into the waking world. Untrained Connor drew the attention of a powerful demon that tore the veil asunder. Books and songs. 222. Journal of the Tranquil. Some laugh at me. I no longer mind. Once upon a time I studied as they did. I learned under the tutelage of an enchanter and attempted to master the art of bending magic to my will. And while I did well enough, I knew that I struggled. I saw the way the enchanter looked at me, the sidelong glances of worry and disappointment. While other apprentices were conjuring fire, I could barely light a candle. I was frightened of magic. When I was a boy, my grandmother regaled me with tales of the terrible Flemeth, the Witch of the Wilds. She told me of the Magisters and how their evil magic infected the world with the Darkspawn. She told me of demons and how they were drawn to the dreams of those who possessed magic like moths to a flame. She told me all these things because, she said, the talent ran in our family's blood. And so it ran in mine. All my young life I had dreaded the thought, prayed to the Maker that I was not so cursed, but I knew otherwise. Deep in my heart I knew. When the Templars came to our home, I knew. The Mage's Tower was terrifying, full of secrets and danger. The Templars glared at me as if I could spring full into an abomination before their very eyes. My enchanter patiently attempted to teach me to marshal my willpower, my only defense should a demon attempt to enslave me, but it was no use. How many nights did I cry myself to sleep in that dark and lonely place? Then my harrowing came at last, my final test. Face a demon, they said, or submit to the rite of tranquility. They would sever my connection to the Fade, and thus I would never dream and no demon could ever touch me, but I would also be unable to do magic, and I would never feel an emotion ever again. Facing the demon was certain death, so my choice was easy. It was not so painful. Now I serve in other ways. We Tranquil manage the archives. We run the tower, purchase the supplies, and maintain the accounts. Our condition also allows us to use the magical element lyrium without ill effect, and thus we are the ones who enchant the magical items. We are the merchants who sell these items to the Circle, to those the Circle permits, and the coin from those sales provides the Circle's wealth. Thus, we the Tranquil are vital. The young and old may stare at me, ill at ease, but they would be worse off without me. They may think me a failure, but there is no horror for me now. I feel no fear of what I am. The shadows are merely shadows, and I am content. And in the meek, tranquil the Circle of Magi of Starkhaven, the free marches. See, that's an interesting thing, man, like the Tranquils. I don't really know what to think of them. I mean, it is what it is. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to be getting rid of them in the long run. Let me see if I can give some gifts right now. Golden rope necklace. I guess we can give that to Morgan. Would she like a golden rope necklace?
A fine gift.
Yes, 7.
You have my thanks.
Okay, steel bracers. I think Alistair is in love with me. Oh, it must grow slower the higher it goes. He's warm. I saw that, he's warm. Okay, major magic, that's great. Let's go ahead and save. Let me give him the steel bracers, I guess. To Alistair.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Oh, he doesn't want steel bracers. Small silver ring. How about Morrigan?
Interesting.
Liliana. Alistair. Stone Dragon. Andraste Grace. Let's go ahead and give that to Liliana, who's a door. Small white wildflower.
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers.
Oh.
She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
Huh. Massive cunning. She approved 13. She must be in love with me. She's definitely the highest. Adore, and she's about to level up. Okay, I got lucky there. How about a stone dragon statue for somebody? I don't know. Let's just take the scale gloves now. And quick save there. And I guess we're done in here. Nothing like giving a flower in the middle of a place like this, right? But love will blossom anywhere. Okay, so I have to come and go in here.
Careful! I think they've seen us!
Alright, let's try to pull them. No, don't mind blast. Let's pull them back here. One by one or whatnot. Devouring corpse.
Come, let us in!
Alright, let me get in there. And one. There we go. They're all attacking Alistair. Pretty much. I can backstab. Liliana, fight that one.
Breaker's breath!
Alistair's hanging in there.
Careful! Back!
Trying to get back shots on somebody.
Yes, I will not.
Let me drink a potion, I guess. I can't fall again. Let me run. Pick a new target, please. Morgan, can I get a quick heal, please? 1 second, guys. Can I get a heal on me?
Should run while you can.
There we go. There we go.
I am ready.
Liliana. Fight that one. We can do this, maybe. Nice. I'm still hurt. Let me run down here. Dang it, I have to drink another health poultice. Dang, they're still coming. Morgan. Go ahead and Mind Blast. Nice. Backstab this one. Backstab this one. Okay. Everybody attack.
More the fools they!
You attack this one and stun him. Oh, you can't stun him yet. Hit F5. Hit a 5. Okay, she healed me, I think. Yep. Okay, we did it.
It's a fine thing we've done.
It is a fine thing we've done. I agree. 6 silvers. 2 silvers. A corpse gall. Lesser health poultice and a corpse gall. Nice. We managed that well. Let's see. There's a way to go further, but there's a door here. Vault. There we go. Wow.
It has begun.
Chest. Ice bolt, chainmail boots, silver frame still life. This painting is framed in silver and depicts 32 identical Orlesian porcelain terrines. Not sure what a terrine is. Heavy plate armor, Eamon shield. Wow, and 1 gold, 8 silvers. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see here. Alistair, I know you're getting a set bonus, but can you perhaps use Eamon's shield? It's pretty much the same. It takes a little more fatigue, but it gives 6 defense and 25 stamina versus 4% spell resist and chance to avoid missile attacks. Let's go ahead and give Eamon's shield on there for the 6 defense. 25 stamina. And what about the Shield of Highever? Plus 4 attack. Oh, we can give the Shield of Highever to Leliana. No, she can't use it. Requires 20 strength. We're gonna have to get her strength up a little bit. Remind me of that. Didn't I just pick up something? Let's get rid of the studded leather boots. Oh, we haven't been identifying them. Metal studs affixed to these form decorative swirls. When equipped in a set with studded leather armor and gloves, the character gains a bonus to armor. Dang. These are leather boots, chainmail, in which the mail knitted and the 4-in-1 pattern has been riveted. When equipped in a set with basic chainmail armor and gloves, the character's spells or talents cost less to activate. See, I didn't know any of this. Havard's Aegis. A terrible blow scarred the face of this plain wooden shield long ago, but there is a strength and presence to the shield, and it seems to almost glow with a light of its own. Shield of Highever. The shield was carried by Tyrion Ardal Kuzlin, who died defending King Vanadrin from the Orlesians at the Battle of Lothering. The face still bears the scars of Orlesian blades. Dang, there's all this cool stuff. Oathkeeper. A blessed blade, these long swords are often commissioned by the Chantry and placed in the hands of the most able Templars as rewards for their accomplishments. Eamon's shield. Shield is finely worked, obviously fashioned for the Guerin family. The mark of a Redcliffe craft hall is engraved on the inner face. Runic worry token. A cast rune, the surface worn by a preoccupied thumb. Alistair found it after an early skirmish with the Darkspawn. He is fascinated by arcane imagery, something not unexpected of a Grey Warden. Cool. Wildstone clasp. A rough-hewn gem in a deceptively simple setting. Great skill was required to fashion this to look primitive and yet still elegant. Morgan has an eye for quality that defies her wild nature. Magic staff. This is a standard mage's staff infused with lyrium by the Tranquil to increase its sturdiness and provide a conduit for mage's power. With it, the mage can fire bolts of energy at range. Leliana. Amulet of Accord. The pendant of this amulet is broken, the bottom cleaved away by some great blade. Scratched into the back, an inscription reads, "They'll never see me coming." Thorn of the Dead Gods. No simple blades, these daggers date back to the time of the First Blight. They were crafted in the Tevinter Imperium as weapons to fight against the Darkspawn Horde and fell in battle with the mages that first wielded them. Okay, cool. Should we upgrade her armor even though it's got a set bonus? Her set bonus is gloves, boots, and armor. Character gains a bonus to armor. Yeah, so that's a good Shoot, I can at least put these on, I guess. Studded leather, leather, rough hide. Yeah. I don't have any set bonus coming. Your set bonus for heavy chainmail. Character spells or talents cost less to activate. These are heavy chain woven in the 8-in-1 King's Mail pattern. And you're wearing heavy chainmail. We've got to dispose of some stuff. Ash Warrior Axe. Once used by the Ash Warriors of Ferelden, this impressive axe has numerous notches down its haft. No doubt records of the kills made by its former owner. It's a good weapon. Not quite what we're using, though. Let's see. Injury kit. Got a penalty to magic. Penalty to cunning. Penalty to cunning. Penalty to cunning. Use a lesser injury kit. And then go ahead and grab this heavy plate armor. We may have to just throw that on Alistair for the better defense. Oh, he can't use it. Requires 26 strength. Huh. Okay, so everybody's pretty taken care of. We can destroy the leather boots. Maybe find some other stuff to destroy or give. I shouldn't have taken all those gifts. I didn't think of it at the time. Let's go ahead and destroy this blank vellum. Greenstone. Oh, it tells you its value and everything. 4 silvers, garnet, 40. Yeah, I guess we can destroy the greenstone. That'll give us a little bit of space. What's in this chest? Ice bolts. Ooh, wow. Weapon stand number 1. Chevalier's Mace. Cold resist, cold damage. Take it all. Weapon stand number 2. Battle Axe. The Fox's Bow. This bow once belonged to the Black Fox, a dashing rogue whose exploits have inspired many a legend. Wow. And explosive bolts. +4 fire damage. They have a flammable core and will create a fiery blast on impact. And a battle axe, a heavy Ferelden weapon, the style dating back to the Alamar and barbarian tribes that once ruled the land. We can take that and the explosive bolts. The battle axe is worth a lot, though. Maybe we can go ahead and destroy the venom and grab the battle axe. And then the armor stand. We've got heavy plate boots and wooden kite shield. Let's see, what are the scale gloves worth? 72. Dang. Chainmail boots are worth 96. Black leather collar. Wow. Heavy black leather from which a Mabari hopefully can't wriggle free. You put these fire crystals in armor, I guess. Oh, wait. You equip those crystals? No, that can't be right. Where are they? Large flawed crystal. Cannot equip item on this character. Can't equip it on anybody. Beard flask. Fashioned from Nug's stomach, this fascinating dwarven device is like a loose-fitting muzzle that sits beneath the beard and keeps the drinker's alcohol accessible, even after he loses feelings in his arms. I don't think giving him a fine booze is gonna do much. Stone dragon statue. Let's try to get rid of the stone dragon statue. To Alistair.
Is that for me? Really?
Warm.
Wow. Wow.
Silver frame still life for Liliana.
Why, thank you so much.
She did not care for that too much. Well, stick's already used. Let's try to give her a booze.
Interesting.
Guerin's a Ferelden. Should be interested in that.
Oh, thank you. That's...
Alright, let's load. Those gifts were a complete disaster. Although Alistair did like the stone dragon statuette.
Is that for me?
Let's destroy this lesser ice salve.
Wow.
Protection from fire, protection from spirit, resistance to electricity. Let's just destroy them. I hope I don't regret that. Heavy plate boots and wooden kite shield. We have a level up for Liliana. Alistair, I'm sure, can't use the wooden kite shield. No. What about the heavy plate boots? He needs more strength. She's getting a set bonus. With the Chevalier's mace. More damage, very much less critical chance. More armor pen. Yeah, it's not the type that Sword of the Gods is. She can't use that other shield, I guess. Wooden kite shield. Alright, well, we took it. Let's F5 and let's level up Liliana. She is level 9 rogue. Oh, let's go ahead and get that 20 strength. Let's see what else she's going to get. A talent. Requires level 10 Song of Courage. She could go into Coup de Grace. Or stealth. Yeah, let's go ahead and get her stealth, but she needs 20 strength. Is there something she needs 22 for? 22 strength for, or was I mistaken? Requires 26 dexterity to use the bow. Wooden kite shield requires 22 strength. It puts a lot of fatigue on her, but it sure does give her some defense. Shield of High Ever requires 20. Oh, okay, just go to 20 and use that. Use the Shield of High Ever. Yeah, that'll work. 20. Constitution. And Dexterity. And we'll go ahead ahead and get stealth, I think. Coup de grace would be nice, but... Alright, so now we need to do tactic for Leliana. Self any... Self any... Activate mode stealth. Target of Alistair attack. Enemy... Attacking Leliana, use dirty fighting. And then enemy target of Alistair, use below the belt. No, what is distraction? Wait a minute, what's distraction?
They won't see me coming.
Stealth. It's possible for you to deal devastating surprise attacks, lay traps, or avoid immediate confrontation with your enemies. What is, Wait, spells and talents is P. Okay. Song of Our Distraction. We haven't been using that. Oh. Okay, so let's do this tactic. For Leliana, enemy attacking Alistair, distraction. Move that up a notch. There we go. I wasn't using her new ability. Foolishly. Well, just didn't know about it, but okay, the vault has been raided. Dang, the vault is big time. How much time have we been playing? 51 minutes, man. Time just flies. It goes too fast. I want to keep playing. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you made it this far, I really have love for you guys. You make it all worthwhile doing this. Plus, this game is just so good. I mean, I get lost in it so deeply. Hope you guys are enjoying this video and the Let's Play. Stay tuned for much, much more. We have all 3 Dragon Age games to go to, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have to take care of the demon in Redcliffe Castle. Much love, peace, and joy, guys. Next time, we'll probably head up this way, check out more of the 2nd floor, and then eventually make our way to the Mage's Tower on Lake Callahan. So long, guys.